Jeffrey Preston Bezos, /B. Zo. S/a 2, Nate Jorgensen, born January 12, 1964 3, is an American internet entrepreneur, industrialist, media proprietor, and investor. He is best known as the founder, CEO, and president of the multinational technology company Amazon. The first centibillionaire on the Forbes Wealth Index, 4, Bezos has been the world's richest person since 2017 and was named the richest man in modern history after his net worth increased to $150 billion in July 2018. 5. According to Forbes, he is the first person in history to have a net worth exceeding $200 billion. 6. Born in Albuquerque and raised in Houston and later Miami, Bezos graduated from Princeton University in 1986. He holds a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. He worked on Wall Street in a variety of related fields from 1986 to early 1994. Bezos founded Amazon in late 1994 on a cross-country road trip from New York City to Seattle. The company began as an online bookstore and has since expanded to a wide variety of other e-commerce products and services, including video and audio streaming, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. It is currently the world's largest online sales company, the largest internet company by revenue, and the world's largest provider of virtual assistants 7, and cloud infrastructure services through its Amazon Web Services branch. Bezos founded the aerospace manufacturer and suborbital spaceflight services company Blue Origin in 2000. Blue Origin's New Shepard vehicle reached space in 2015, and afterwards successfully landed back on Earth. The company has upcoming plans to begin commercial suborbital human spaceflight. 8. He also purchased the major American newspaper The Washington Post in 2013 for $250 million, and manages many other investments through his Bezos Expeditions venture capital firm. Bezos was born Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on January 12, 1964, the son of Jacqueline, née Guys, and Ted Jorgensen. 9. At the time of his birth, his mother was a 17-year-old high school student and his father was a bike shop owner. 10. After his parents divorced, his mother married Cuban immigrant Miguel Mike Bezos in April 1968. 11. Shortly after the wedding, Mike adopted 4-year-old Jorgensen, whose surname was then changed to Bezos. 12. The family moved to Houston, Texas, where Mike worked as an engineer for Exxon after he received a degree from the University of New Mexico. 13. Bezos attended River Oaks Elementary School in Houston from 4th to 6th grade. 14. Bezos's maternal grandfather was Lawrence Preston Guys, a regional director of the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, AEC, in Albuquerque. 15. Guys retired early to his family's ranch near Cotulla, Texas, where Bezos would spend many summers in his youth. 13. Bezos would later purchase this ranch and expand it from 25,000 acres, 10,117 hectares, to 300,000 acres, 121,406 hectares. 1617, his maternal grandmother was Mattie Louise Guys, née Strait, through whom he is a cousin of country singer George Strait. 18. Bezos often displayed scientific interests and technological proficiency, and he once rigged an electric alarm to keep his younger siblings out of his room. 1920, the family moved to Miami, Florida, where Bezos attended Miami Palmetto High School in nearby Pinecrest, Florida. 2122, while Bezos was in high school, he worked at McDonald's as a short order line cook during the breakfast shift. 23, he attended the Student Science Training Program at the University of Florida. He was high school valedictorian, a National Merit Scholar, 24-25, and a Silver Knight Award winner in 1982. 24, in his graduation speech, Bezos told the audience he dreamed of the day when mankind would colonize space. A local newspaper quoted his intention to get all people off the Earth and see it turned into a huge national park. 26. In 1986, he graduated summa cum laude from Princeton University with a 4.2 GPA and a Bachelor of Science in Engineering degree, BSc, in Electrical Engineering and Computer Science. He was also a member of Phi Beta Kappa. 27-28. While at Princeton, Bezos was a member of the Quadrangle Club. 29. In addition, He was elected to Tau Beta Pi and was the president of the Princeton chapter of the Students for the Exploration and Development of Space, SEDS. 3031. After Bezos graduated from Princeton University in 1986, he was offered jobs at Intel, Bell Labs, and Anderson Consulting, among others. 32. He first worked at Fitel, a fintech telecommunications startup, where he was tasked with building a network for international trade. 33. Bezos was promoted to head of development and director of customer service thereafter. 34. He transitioned into the banking industry when he became a product manager at Bankers Trust. He worked there from 1988 to 1990. 34. He then joined D. E. Shaw & Company, a newly founded hedge fund with a strong emphasis on mathematical modeling in 1990 and worked there until 1994. Bezos became D. E. Shaw's fourth senior vice president at the age of 30. 34-32. In late 1993, Bezos decided to establish an online bookstore. 35. He left his job at D. E. Shaw and founded Amazon in his garage on July 5, 1994, after writing its business plan on a cross-country drive from New York City to Seattle. 36-37. Prior to settling on Seattle, Bezos had investigated setting up his company at an Indian reservation near San Francisco in order to avoid paying taxes. 38. Bezos initially named his new company Cadabra but later changed the name to Amazon after the Amazon River in South America, in part because the name begins with the letter A, which is at the beginning of the alphabet. 39. He accepted an estimated $300,000 from his parents and invested in Amazon. 37. He warned many early investors that there was a 70% chance that Amazon would fail or go bankrupt. 40. Although Amazon was originally an online bookstore, Bezos had always planned to expand to other products. 34-39. 3 years after Bezos founded Amazon, he took it public with an initial public offering, IPO. 41. In response to critical reports from Fortune and Barron's, Bezos maintained that the growth of the Internet would overtake competition from larger book retailers such as Borders and Barnes & Noble. 39. MW parser output. Multi. Thumb inner display flex direction column. MW parser output. Multi. Tro display flex direction row, clear left, flex wrap width, 100% semicolon box sizing border box. MW parser output. Multi. Single margin colon 1px, float left. MW parser output. Multi. Theater clear both, font weight bold, text align center, align self-center, background color transparent, width, 100%. MW parser output. Multi. Thumb caption background color transparent. MW parser output. Multi. Text align left. MW parser output. Multi. Text align right. MW parser output. Multi. Text align center at media all and, max width colon 720px. MW parser output. Multi. Thumb inner width, 100% exclamation mark important, box sizing border box, max width none. Important, align item center. MW parser output. Multi. Tro justify content center. MW parser output. Multi. Single float none. Important, max width, 100% exclamation mark important, box sizing border box, text align center. MW parser output. Multi. Single. Thumb caption text align left. MW parser output. Multi. Tro thumb caption text align center. In 1998, Bezos diversified into the online sale of music and video, and by the end of the year he had expanded the company's products to include a variety of other consumer goods. 39. Bezos used the $54 million raised during the company's 1997 equity offering to finance aggressive acquisition of smaller competitors. 39. In 2000, Bezos borrowed $2 billion from banks, as its cash balances dipped to only $350 million. 42. In 2002, Bezos led Amazon to launch Amazon Web Services, which compiled data from weather channels and website traffic. 39. In late 2002, rapid spending from Amazon caused it financial distress when revenues stagnated. 43. After the company nearly went bankrupt, he closed distribution centers and laid off 14% of the Amazon workforce. 42. In 2003, Amazon rebounded from financial instability and turned a profit of $400 million. 44. Failed verification. In November 2007, Bezos launched the Amazon Kindle. 45. According to a 2008 Time profile, Bezos wished to create a device that allowed a flow state in reading similar to the experience of video games. 46. In 2013, Bezos secured a $600 million contract with the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, on behalf of Amazon Web Services. 47. In October of that year, Amazon was recognized as the largest online shopping retailer in the world. 48. In May 2016, Bezos sold slightly more than 1 million shares of his holdings in the company for $671 million, the largest sum he had ever raised from selling some of his Amazon stock. 49. On August 4, 2016, Bezos sold another million of his shares for $756.7 million. 50. A year later, Bezos took on 130,000 new employees when he ramped up hiring at company distribution centers. 51. By January 19, 2018, his Amazon stock holdings had appreciated to slightly over $109 billion. Months later, he began to sell stock to raise cash for other enterprises, in particular, Blue Origin. 52. On January 29, 2018, he was featured in Amazon's Super Bowl commercial. 53. On February 1, 2018, Amazon reported its highest ever profit with quarterly earnings of $2 billion. 54. Due to the growth of Alibaba in China, Bezos has often expressed interest in expanding Amazon into India. 55. On July 27, 2017, Bezos momentarily became the world's wealthiest person over Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates when his estimated net worth increased to just over $90 billion. His wealth surpassed $100 billion for the first time on November 24, 2017, and he was formally designated the wealthiest person in the world by Forbes on March 6, 2018, with a net worth of $112 billion. 56. In March 2018, Bezos dispatched Amit Agarwal, Amazon's global senior vice president, to India with $5.5 billion to localize operations throughout the company's supply chain routes. 57. Later in the month, U.S. President Donald Trump accused Amazon, and Bezos, specifically, of sales tax avoidance, misusing postal routes, and anti-competitive business practices. 58. Amazon's share price fell by 9% in response to the president's negative comments. This reduced Bezos's personal wealth by $10.7 billion. 59. Weeks later, Bezos recouped his losses when academic reports out of Stanford University indicated that Trump could do little to regulate Amazon in any meaningful way. 60. During July 2018, a number of members of the U.S. Congress called on Bezos to detail the applications of Amazon's face recognition software, Rekognition. 61. Additionally, statements by the Trump administration, in favor of overturning the antitrust law known as the Paramount Decree, have been predicted to help Amazon acquire the landmark theaters chain. 62. Criticism of Amazon's business practices continued in September 2018 when Senator Bernie Sanders introduced the Stop Bad Employers by Zeroing Out Subsidies, Stop Bezos, Act and accused Amazon of receiving corporate welfare. 63. This followed revelations by the nonprofit group New Food Economy, which found that 1/3 of Amazon workers in Arizona, and 1/10 of Amazon workers in Pennsylvania and Ohio, relied on food stamps. 64. While preparing to introduce the bill, Sanders opined, instead of attempting to explore Mars or go to the moon, how about Jeff Bezos pays his workers a living wage? 65. He later said, Bezos could play a profound role. If he said today, nobody who is employed at Amazon will receive less than a living wage, it would send a message to every corporation in America. 66. Sanders's efforts elicited a response from Amazon which pointed to the 130,000 jobs it created in 2017 and called the $28,446 figure for its median salary misleading as it included part-time workers. 67, however, Sanders countered that the companies targeted by his proposal have placed an increased focus on part-time workers to escape benefit obligations. 68, on October 2, 2018, Bezos announced a company-wide wage increase, which Sanders applauded. 69. The American workers who were being paid the minimum wage had this increase to $15 per hour, a decision that was interpreted as support for the Fight for $15 movement. 70. In September 2000, Bezos founded Blue Origin, a human spaceflight startup company. 71. Bezos has long expressed an interest in space travel and the development of human life in the solar system. 25. He was the valedictorian when he graduated from high school in 1982. His speech was followed up with a Miami Herald interview in which he expressed an interest to build and develop hotels, amusement parks, and colonies for human beings who were in orbit. 72. The 18-year-old Bezos stated that he wanted to preserve Earth from overuse through resource depletion. 73.